turns out that was the perfect solo over It Keeps You Running. So every night, you know, we'd be playing, you know, rocking down the highway. It's gonna be rock. You know, with like, you know. But they wanted to hear, you know, Jesu, joy of believing. So to me, that was the fun times, because it was a challenge. It was always a challenge. I love classical music. I took classical piano for 11 years, which I highly recommend to anybody who's a musician. Take piano lessons. So those was kind of the high points. You know, chainsawing up the hotel rooms with Joe and stuff like that was fun too. But good musical moments. Really enjoyed it, and really enjoyed helping the Doobies move from being a great rockin' band into being able to create a record like Minute by Minute. Yeah. You know, it was fantastic. These guys in that band were just great musicians. Tyran was probably the most underrated bass player on the planet. That guy is frightening, how good he is. And it was interesting to hear Keith Knudsen, who was a wonderful drummer. You know, when we were doing Taking It to the Streets album, we were having a good time, and we were, you know, rocking along. And then when we were doing Minute by Minute, he says, you know, I dropped the snare drum beat in bar 56. I rushed the two. I'm thinking, okay, now we're getting somewhere, because I was taking the band and not forcing, they didn't do it gunpoint, but I said, now you guys are a studio band. You're going to go in and work on Richie Havens albums, Leo Sayer albums, Carly Simon albums. You're going to show up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I don't give a damn what band you're in. Downbeat is at 9, you play it right or you're fired. And it was amazing how these musicians rose up to the occasion and started to develop. That was, for me, that was fun, is watching these guys dig deep into how capable they were. And that was probably the most fun I had with the Doobie Brothers, is watching that transition. Anyway, sir.
Yes.